All right. I mean, that was a good break. I think that was a good break. I'm gonna bring Arden in just a moment. Everyone, give me a second. I'm going to activate it so that Arden can see on screen what I did. There it is. There you are. Arden is
Hello.
web chatting us all the way from where? Where are you, Arden?
I believe one of Doll's fabrication arrays.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I believe that's called something of consoles. The
Shh! Don't tell them I'm here. Either way, I'm calling in to say happy birthday to you. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Now I can go ahead and take away the webcams so that way you can do the thingy that you need to do.
Well, mostly just popping in saying hello, happy birthday. Hope
Thank
it all
you.
goes
Thank
good.
you.
I'm
Thank you
still
so
in like
much.
50 different things at once today at the moment, so
Can can you see what the stream looks like?
yeah, I can see it. It's so pretty.
So basically I now have this version when there's nobody else on with me. And then there's the version with all three webcams. And I think that is the best way to have all three of you with me. And then if it's, that way there's two versions to this, and very easily swappable.
Well, I'm
But
mostly going to be lurking in the background.
oh
Just
no, go
I'm
ahead, go ahead,
my
because
viewer.
you are a viewer and not you are.
And I'm currently in at another birthday
No, I
party
know, I
in the
know.
background, so
So go ahead, have
today's
fun.
everybody had to have a thing.
It's okay, it's fine. Today's my actual birthday. I'm not gonna be sharing
I
it with
know.
nobody. So
So have a fantastic day.
thank you.
Enjoyed your streams. Everybody sub
I
this crazy
will.
bastard.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, we're
Bye.
back. All right, take care. Take care, Arden. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off my headset since I have nobody in Discord right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and deafen myself there. And now I am just here for all of you. And Arden, thank you so much for the happy birthday. We're gonna go ahead and go here. We're gonna delete that. I don't know why that happened. But anyways, so we are now we're on our way to Alphino. Let's go get Alphino. Now this is the part where we go to Colusia and we find out all the shit that's happening there in Yulmore. And it's really fucked up as well. Let me get Alright, so we went to the sad one and now we're gonna go to the fucked up one. And the reason why I went to Alizé's first versus Alpha Node is that hers is shorter in comparison. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Oh, sorry, I should do it a little bit more gravelly. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro to passage. For passage to Colusia. Colusia, I will pick you out a friendly whelp. Amaro are often used for travel then. Okay. That's right. Mounts, like my gray friend over there, are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from a further afield. More accustomed to chocobos, perchance? I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it's best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zune worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me, ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what I love to call a fashion change. Let's boops and go here. Let's go with the new look. Let's go with this one. We're gonna go with this one. This is gonna be my birthday outfit. Or should it be shirtless? I don't know. I haven't decided. Should we go shirtless? Shirt, no shirt. Shirt, no shirt. Shirt, no shirt. I mean, obviously abs, but you know. Or, you know, we can go like this. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go with this one. Yeah, we're changing to this outfit. And we're going to emote. Eastern bow. And well, they doted on me. I'm going to dote on them too. All right, I got to go. And the Amaro lunch. Talk to this aspiring Amaro tamer. Let's see here. You want to fly Amaro to Colusia? Well, I suppose if Master Jemai is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the mount shortly. You can now travel to Colusia. Speak with the aspiring Amaro tamer to fly to the island. I just gained 54,000 experience. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the east coast of Colusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Yulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yulmorian elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Yulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. I am glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that you should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Victory well executed. Oh my gosh, thank you for the host, Roku. And welcome to the stream. Everybody, show them hearts. Show Roku them hearts for that. That was very sweet. That was very, very sweet. Hearts in the chat. I have a feeling that a lot of people are lurking, which is fine. I'm okay with lurkers. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Roku, so much. Let's see here. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Eivor. Eivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Colusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme, and that will let him know that you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you are ready to return. Oh, I forgot to put the game music on. Here we go. Game music. Alright, the reason why I'm going by the coast is that these hobgoblins are a pain, but I know that there's a Aether point around here. Aether current right on here. There we go. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Thank you, Lionor Muscle, for that tier 1 sub. Welcome to the cafe. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable and welcome my new protagonist to Doki Doki Donut. Let's make sure that no hobgoblins. Yep, there we go. We're gonna go here. What you after? Fish? Crab? Think I've got eel in barrel somewhere if you have taste for them. Does he look familiar, everyone? Does this Ronso look familiar to everyone? Except his horn is, like, intact? Oh, thank you, Roku. Okay, if nobody knows what I'm thinking, or what I'm trying to reference to, Kimari. Yes, Kimari. Yes, Kimari. Yeah. Kimari from Final Fantasy, I believe is 10. And 10-2. But yeah, Kimari. He this one, if you notice, he's designed to look like Kimari. Except he has an intact horn. Oh yeah, no, he was everybody's furry crush back in the day. Oh, I do love a bit of time. Chuck some in the pan and like and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Do you get the joke? Do you get the do you get the joke of time? Okay, who Alright, just quick question. Who has played Final Fantasy X before? Who in chat has played Final Fantasy X? I have, but I didn't beat it. I didn't beat it either. I've yet to beat it. But it is a beautiful game. But the joke of giving Eivor, I think it's Eivor, the Sprig of Time, and he's designed to look like Kamari if you get it. The thing with Final Fantasy X, it was about time travel. So this is a nod to another nod to Final Fantasy X. Is having a blue Ronso and then giving him a bit of time. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report in these past few weeks. Alpha Node, eh? Yes, yeah, Roku, yeah. The Final Fantasy 15 event is going on right now. I almost did it in the voice that I was doing for Eivor. We might take a break from story. In a bit. Once I get to an Aetheryte here. We'll go ahead and do the 15 event for a little bit to kind of take a break off of the monotony of the Shadowbringers content. So we might, I mean, we're still gonna be playing Final Fantasy 14 online. It's just we might do the 15 crossover, the Final Fantasy 15 crossover. The Alpha Node A. Oh yeah, Alpha Node A. Hey, I know that one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Yulmor's richer than all of Norrand put together. But it's different story for them as live. Oh, but it's a different story for them as live outside as the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to help others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alpha Node joins you. Alright, now that we got our we got our little time, let's go. Go with Alpha Node. Stilltide. Right, here we go. Here's Stilltide. Where is it? Ah, there's the Amaro. Alright, got the Amaro point. Oh, Mender. Nothing to mend. Look at that. Alright. The Leaky Keel is right here. We'll wait for him here. This is your first time in a tavern. It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What'll you be having? Ale, mead, water. We're gonna have water because we're thirsty. Gladios from FF15 is so hot though. Well, he's one of the few characters that can pull off a mullet. I want to be mad at that, but I can't because it's kind of true. It's kind of true. A fine choice will you be paying with? Well, no, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors. So I'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here all as you like. Wow, that kind of just snapped me into place. All right, let's go exterminate. Exterminate. All right, let's go. Ew. Ah. Alright. Alright, now we can get the Aether Current here. 666 for healing. Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to remember that timestamp. 999. Okay. We're at 520. Hours. Wow, we're at 5 hours, chat. We are at 5 hours. We're 5.5 hours in. The other one is over here. Go and all right, now we got to give him an earful, and this is gonna be the fun part because yeah, this is gonna take a couple times to get through. So here we go. Let's see here. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. No one is home, and by judging of the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor. Just some rats have taken up residency in their absence. All right. Now we're gonna... and head back. We're gonna go now. Wait for Alpha Node. All right. Go. Wait. Oh my god. Oh, Leo. Thank you for that. I see that. Oh, it was Roku that gifted to Lion. Okay, to Lionor. Okay. And Leo, I see. Oh, thank you so much, you two, for the gifted subs. To Karuma and to Lionor. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I see. Thank you so much, Leo. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's talk to Theva. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Well, bitch, he gone. Gone? Huh. Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. Okay, in Gate Town, outside Yulmore, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Tis good to see you, my friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, wow, Finno, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm live. Me, I was worried more about you. Or, we thought we'd lost you. I'm trying to pick. They're both kind of the same sentence. Let's be honest. Let's see here. You know what, Chad? I'll let you pick up. I'll let you pick this one. 1 or 2. First one to answer gets it. Two. Okay, cool.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped, but so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin-Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure? And so we take to the road once more.
You all can't see it, but I just gained 920,000 experience points from that, just that one part of the story. So let's... Yeah, 9,200. White oak, that stuff. Can't wait till we finally get to the next set. I'm trying to remember which set is the one that actually starts better. That's higher than the Scavian. Than the improved or yeah, I know, it's hella chonky XP. Assuming you have no obligations, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come. For here, we must head west, then cross a small bridge. Right. Go to the mender. Here. Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. Alright. Actually, let us... items. Got to sell that. There you go. Alright, here we go. I heard. Alright, here's Alphino. No, I'm not level 80. I mean, this whole... I was leveling up to 70 so that I can do the Shadowbringers content with my dancer. That was always the plan. Wow, that little bit. Just showing up to this new discovered area, I gained 54,000 XP. Now, okay, Japs, on my main character and on the one that's on the EU server, on one of the EU servers, those two are at max. Let's see here. Pelusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar? I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No. It's like, no! Get away from me! That's my best way of doing a screaming woman. No. Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble. Sure, Alpha, no. I want to trigger this guy. All right, let's first make cream cheese. Yes, my his name is Cream Cheese. Oh, thank the fates. You look out! Rescue the Manic Madame. Manic Madame. My heart. My poor heart, thank you. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madame? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I only thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I'd let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Senator's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Tis as the lady says. Many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulmore's shadow. Should the Senators descend upon this region, there is precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Ah, yes, Alize would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Almarang, Calusia is almost a haven. But as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Have you arrived? But a few minutes later, the Sin Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time, at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Here we go. Up at a new location, and there's our good boy Alphino.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please! Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged, and so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
I don't know. Maybe an interrupting doggo moment where the dogs actually want to go outside. So I will have to take a break. A very quick break. I will be right back. I have to take the dogs outside and then give them their food because that's what they want right now. So everyone, it's time to take a quick doggo break, and we will be right back for the rest of this cutscene. Let me go ahead and click over here so I don't interrupt the game. But yeah, exactly. Doggo gotta do doggo things. Exactly. I will be right back, everyone, after I take care of the kids. Alright, everyone, and we are back. Doggo crisis averted, but apparently they're going for car ride instead of tummy o'clock. So that's what they're gonna do. What we're gonna do is continue on this cutscene. There we go. And let's keep going.
Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident. For you.
Ah, lost.
Enjoy.
Thank goodness.
Over here.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
So sorry, everyone. Just madness started happening unexpectedly at the front door. So I kind of like had to like yeet myself to find out why my dog was going nuts. Let's see here. Okay. Now that you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught, this dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest of ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came into power. Yeah. Yet, from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Alright, so we're gonna bring back cream cheese. Oh, cream cheese frosting. Sorry, that's his full name, cream cheese frosting. We're probably gonna change his name. But, oh look, someone else with a Fenrir. Alright, let's go over here. I'll continue the story in just a moment. We're gonna get the talk to her because she's already here. Oh, there it is over there. Just look at that. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Alright, here we go. Off to the next thing, which is right here. This is the next. Aether current. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go back here and we're gonna talk to that. We're gonna take a look at that pot. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Here he goes. There are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yomo's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe, and the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. Where are we going? Nope. Alpha Node's deep in. Okay. We're in. There he is. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer? These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal, and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet, no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable, to conceive any other way of life. A fickle existence. You disapprove of these people's way of life. You disapprove of Yulmore. They're both the same thing. I'm gonna say the people. Oh. Disapprove? It frustrates me, certainly. That is not the... that is only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Oh, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Apparently I'm being asked for regarding food. Sorry, that's what that phone call was. So sorry, everyone. My phone is silenced. I don't know why that call came through. All right, let's see here. Let me make a decision on food before we continue this. You know what? I'm gonna ask for hot dogs. Or a hot dog. Hot dog with cheese fries. All right. Any other messages that I need to look at? I think I'm good. Okay. All right, now we can get back to stream without interruptions. Hopefully. We are going to be going for a quick break as well, so I can stand up, refill my drink and whatnot in just a moment. But let's get through this cutscene, finally. All right. Not that it matters. However, unjust system seems to me. This system seems to me. If these people claim to be content with their lot, it's hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Yulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so harmless and hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interest of Calusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you arrived when you did, Daddy. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island, the Ondo, they are called, though you may know them as the Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos and rarely have dealings with the land dwellers. But as Totoro took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor. Would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yulmoran lord would have a time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I have come... Hold on. I'm being reminded to take my break. It's going to be 4 o'clock. Yes, I've come a long way since my days from buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce to meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in Right. Come. It is just northwest of here. Yep. All right. Out of here and head to right. Is that place over there? It's gonna be close. All right, here we go. Go. Hi everyone. It is 4 o'clock, and I did take a break with the dogs earlier, so I'm just gonna push my 4 o'clock break a little bit more until they come with food. So I'm just gonna mute myself for a moment while I open this bag of Cheez-Its. So just give me a moment of silence.
There you are. The thief who claimed the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless? I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfino, ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that? I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
Is that better? Can you guys hear me? I mean, I wasn't talking during that entire cutscene, so I was just chewing on some Cheez-Its while I was watching the cutscene. Sorry. I know that the facial recognition, it was like, yeah. Yeah, no, but I was not talking. I was just munching on some Cheez-Its while the cutscene was going on. So. Oh, nice. All right, let's go. Oh, there's, I think, one up here. Or is it over there? Oh, there's a... Well, for now... I definitely hear it. Where is it coming from? Oh, it's not there. Anyway, so let's go to the beach. Let's see what has washed ashore. Or who. Have you noticed that everything is aggressive in this place? Mercy, mercy, I beg you. I forgot this one's not a talker.
Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. This poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going.
Okay, to end, I just talked about that, Orsanos. Thank you for reminding me about the 4 p.m. break. I did not miss it. The doggos hadn't forced me on an early one, so very close to 4 o'clock, so we're pushing it back until they come back with, they're going to be cut back. My housemates are going to be back with some food. So actually, I'm going to be waiting for them to bring food. And that's when I'll take my break, is when food gets here. But I did schedule my my Echo Dot to remind me of the next ones. So.
I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for a tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Crystal, I was invited into Yormore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see. Hey, Mrs. Tank, how are you? Welcome to my birthday stream. Oh goodness. Let's see who else. Let's look at the chat. Who else said hello? Oh well, I still want my. Sorry. And let me scroll back on chat before I keep going. Let me see here what was happened. And hey, Bloody, how's Gen Con going?
turfed me onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless. Grave sin in Lord Valthry's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamn ocean.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
From up there? How are you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me, luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condoned such barbaric punishment? Or without a second thought, when Lord Valthry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word is law. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire, no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Away into the city?
And it's time to get back to the city. Everything is so goddamn aggressive. God, it's like the second you think you moved away from something's aggro range, you find another thing, like, literally pops up in your face, like, oh shit. Like, there's no way for me to avoid those. Like, I'm gonna get caught in something soon. Oh my god. I almost ran into them. Alright, here we go.
Pray, accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulmore, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach. But since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Yulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people that you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. I cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, honestly, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place. Not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move to the new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day.
Okay. So what the paintbrush is gonna do is, it's basically, it's not gonna protect us. It just will give us an excuse to be able to get in. So it's kind of like the golden ticket to get into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Just think of it that way. City of Final Pleasures. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Then it's settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Oh, very cool, Bloody. All right. And it appears that food is here. So I am going to go ahead and stop right here in front of this person right here. Because that is, again, the 2 Aetherite quests. 2 Aether... What is the term? Right here. Aether Current quests are right here to unlock Aether Currents. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break. Food is here. I'm going to go eat. And the doggos want to eat too. So I will be right back, everyone, in about I would say about maybe half an hour. We're going to take our official, actual half-hour break. I will see you all when I get back.